Hi, I will be covering up the topic on ensemble learning, where ensemble learning can be classified into two parts, bagging and boosting. So in bagging, I will be discuss on random forest, and in boosting, I will discuss on AdaBoost. So what is ensemble learning? An ensemble learning is a technique where multiple models such as SVM, random forest, etc. are trained from a particular dataset and then combine the model for optimal result. So let's understand the concept of bagging. Here, as we can see from diagram, the training dataset has n records or tuples, where at first a sample of records D1 is selected and provide to a model M1. Now again resample the record D2 and provide to another model M2. Similarly, record DM to model record MN. So this process is called row sampling with replacement. Hence, sample record D1 is not equal to record D2, also not equal to DM record, but some of the sample may get repeated. Now after training all the model with their corresponding sample of data, we test the model and let's say it gives model M1 output equal to 1, M2 means model M2 output equal to 0, M3 equal to 1, Mn equal to 1. Now we apply aggregation by combining every model output by using the majority voting for overall output. Hence, 1 is the majority of among the output of every model, so the output will be 1. So what is bootstrap? Bootstrap means when we are using row sampling with replacement. Bootstrap 0.632 means 63.2% of data will be used for training and remaining 36.8% will be used for testing data. So what is random forest? Random forest is same as the bagging method, but it uses the decision trees. So for every decision trees, row sampling and feature sampling is done and pass the sample of record to every decision trees, where some sample of record may get repeated in some decision trees. Now after training all the model with their corresponding sample of data, we test the model and say it gives result output, say model M1 equal to 1, M2 equal to 0, model M3 equal to 1, model Mn equal to 1. Now we apply aggregation by combining every model output by using majority voting for overall output. Hence, 1 is majority, so output is 1. So let us discuss the decision tree property. The main means decision tree deals with the overfitting problem. So it, it can be categorized into two problem. Means it has low bias, means error is less in the training data, which is good. But if we are creating decision tree to its complete depth, then it will get properly trained for training dataset, so training error will be very less. So high variance means error is high for the test data, which is very bad actually. Whenever we get a new test data, those decision tree, they are prone to get large number of error. In short, whenever we are creating a decision tree to its depth, it leads to overfitting. So the advantage of random forest is that, so in random forest we are using multiple decision trees, as each decision tree has high variance, but when we combine all the decision tree with respect to its majority voting, then the high variance will converted into low variance. And the next point is the chance of some record in the dataset will not that much impact the random forest. Now let us discuss the boosting concept. So in boosting, the base learners or weak learners, it can be a model, are created sequentially where some of the records from the training dataset are passed to the base learners and train the model. If suppose from the base learner 1 model had incorrectly classified some record, then the misclassified record will pass to the next base learner sequentially and so on until correctly classified. And the result were generated by testing the data, and then we generate a strong model and the output is generated. So here we will discuss the AdaBoost method. So we can see from the diagram or from the figure that here D is the training dataset where every records are attached with sample weights. If total records are 7, then every weights will be 1 by 7. Sequentially, base learner is created by decision trees with one depth called as stump. So for every feature it will create an stump. So for being selected the stump, it use entropy where minimum will be selected as the base learner model. After randomly sample the training data D to D1, if some records are misclassified by the base learner's model, then it finds the total error by summing up all the incorrect sample weights. Also for updating the weights, performance of stump is measured by 1 by 2 log of E1 minus total error by total error. Hence, weight is increased for misclassified records and decreased for correctly classified records. Now, for update the weight for incorrectly classified record, then new sample weight can be calculated as weight into e to the power performance. And for correctly classified records, the new sample weights can be classified as weight into e to the power minus performance, negative performance. Finally, for normalizing the updated weight, it will divide each updated weight by summation of all updated weight. In this way the process goes on. So after testing all the base learners model, that is M1, M2 till up to Mn, the output will be combined to get a strong model, say M star, by majority voting. Also aggregation. Say if output of M1 model is equal to 0, M2 equal to 1, Mn equal to 1, then the majority voting by using aggregation, we get the output as 1. So thank you.